So, in your opinion, do you think it's better to do short-term investments or long-term investments? What are your opinions on both, really? You know, would you consider short-term better than long-term, or is like for you, because obviously you're planning for your retirement, is long-term investments the better option, and is it very personal, I
Yeah.
suppose?
I think it depends on what your long-term goal is, and also on the amount of cash you have at the moment. So you might decide to start off with a flip, so that's a refurbishment and a sale, to make a chunk of cash that you can later use to buy something that you're going to keep for longer and hold for the long term. You know, if you're renting a property, then you will get a small amount of cash each month from that rental, minus your mortgage or minus your whatever it is you're paying, your insurances. And if you've got an HMO, then you're paying the bills as well. So, you know, you get a bigger income, but you've got a bigger chunk going out. But actually, overall, you should be getting a net, you know, a net income that's higher than you would for a standard single let. I mean, for us, we like to hold on to property, have a bit of income now, but hold on to the lot for the long term, you know, and we have a choice of selling it when we get older. You know, if we have enough properties, we might not need to sell them, or leave them to our children. So that's another thing that people might do in the long term. They might think about leaving it to their children. But then you have to think about inheritance tax and all the rest of it. So you've got to think about. So we have, when we had our wills written, we had a will writer, a specialist will writer, not a solicitor, write our wills, and he wrote our properties into trust, which means it takes them out of the inheritance tax bracket. But again, you have to talk to somebody specialist, you know, to find out, so they can find out what you've got or what you want to have, and then put a vehicle in place to manage that. Yeah, so, and that's us. So the children will inherit them if they want to, or they can sell them if they want to, or whatever they want to do. And you know, and if, you know, if we have enough properties, then we'll just live on the income, and that's fine. That's fine.